All right, so welcome to the next class. And as you can see, you can still see my camera here. You can still see my image right here. Okay, so that's good. So what I'm going to be teaching you, what I'm going to be showing you right here now is how to add your logo and how to add the Lowerthrid. All right, this is really very important because when you're doing your live stream, it is very important that people get to see the church, the ministry, or the person that is doing this. Your brand is very important. Your church brand is very important. Just like you have the name of churches, it's also very important that the name or brand is also seen in whatever you do. So imagine, take a look at this now. This is a church program that is about starting, and the name of the church is Jesus the Savior. And so it makes sense that when you have the name of the church here, you should also have the the logo of the church as well. So when you're having a program also, it makes sense if you have the logo of your church in your presentation. So for instance, if you're talking, I'm talking right now, if you see my logo, then you can identify it with the church. You say, oh, this is a particular church, this is the particular man, this is a particular ministry. The reason why that is important is because your logo or the logo of your church identify your church, and it gives your church a brand. So let's switch over to the camera now. I'm going to just click on the camera now. Yeah, I'm clicking on the camera and then I'm switching over by using the transition, because whatever I do from here is only limited to myself, like I told you before. But if I switch over to this place, what it means that it is live. Okay, so I'm going to switch over now. I just want to be seen here. So how do I add a logo? How do we add the logo to the scene right here? So as I'm talking right now, if I want to add the logo to this, how do I add the logo? How do you see me? So that is what I'm going to be showing you right now. So what you do is that you're going to come to the sources right here. We're not going to be creating a different scene for the logo. No, you can actually create the sources for the logo exactly where you have the camera. Everything can be there. All right, because when the camera comes up, you want your logo to come up, you want your name to also come up, or your phone number, or whatever thing that you want them to see. All right, so what we're going to do right now is that I'm going to now click on the scene right here. Okay, I'm going to click on the scene, and once I do that, the sources, I'm going to click on the sources. All right, so once I do that, because what we're going to be adding is an image. Okay, we're going to be adding an image, so I will now go to image. All right, I will click on the image because I want to add a logo, and that's the reason why it is very important for you as a church to have your logo handy. Now I already have a logo for the ministry, so I'm going to just click on image. Immediately I click on image, it's bringing up this dialog box again, asking me what do I call this. I'm going to call this logo. Very simple, because it's logo. All right, so I'll click on OK. Now immediately I click on OK, it's asking me where do you want to pick up this logo from. Then I'll click on browse. Immediately I click on browse, it takes me to my streaming platform again, my streaming folder, and then I will scroll down, and this is the logo I want to add. Okay, I'm going to just click on the logo, click on OK, open, and then once it's seen it like this, then I'll click on OK, and voila, my logo has been added here. Now the good thing about this is that you are not stationed. I mean, you are not handicapped, at this point. You can actually move your logo around. Just click on it, you can drag it wherever you want to drag it. You can put it in the middle right here, although it's not ideal for you to do that. I can actually advise you to put your logo right here, either on this side or on this side, or if you want, you can put it on this side. But I usually like putting my logo on this side. It makes more sense putting it on that side of the space. So what I'm going to do right now is that I think it's a little bit big, so what I'm going to do is to reduce it again. If you want to reduce your logo, you can do that by just dragging this edge. All right, you drag the edge inside a bit. Okay, all right, there you go. So I think it's better this way. So my logo is well placed. Now if we now transition to this side, which is the live event side, you take a look at what happens now. You can see now that our logo is now being seen. Our logo is being seen. I mean, it's wonderful when you have your logo being seen on your platform. As you're talking, your logo is also right there, so it makes it more professional. And that's why you can't just do this with your phone. I mean, if you're broadcasting with your phone, you can't add your logo. That's the reason why this program and this course is really, really helpful. All right, so we'll be able to add our logo. Now another thing I want to also tell you about is that I know some of you must have seen on the TV when a pastor, a minister is ministering, and then while he's ministering, you can see his name strolling on the base of the TV. Sometimes you might not even scroll; the name might just be there permanently. Just to see the name of the pastor. In the media, we call that the lower third, and the reason why that is really very important is because it identifies you. It tells people, because you can't assume that everybody that's watching you are the ones that know you. All right, you can't assume that. So the thing is that the people that are seeing you need to know you. They need to know who you are. They need to be able to identify with you. All right, so in order to get that done, what we need to do is that we need to also bring in another graphics. All right, we need to bring in another image that will be able to show your name, and that is what we call the lower third. So how do we get this done? What we're going to do, because the graphics has already been designed. I know some of you are going to be asking, hey Korede, where are you getting these graphics from? I don't have them. I don't have them. So how do I bring them in? I'm going to show you how to create some of these graphics yourself. All right, but just for the sake of example, I want to bring them in. I just want to import them into the program. I'm still going to show you how to create the graphics yourself, and also as a way of bonus for everyone that has signed up for this program, for this course, all these graphics that I'm using right here, you will have an option to download it for free. So you can download it and use it for your program. I mean, you can use it for your event. Okay, so that's what I mean. Okay, so how do we have this how do we have the lower third? Again, we're going to come to this add button. We're going to click on the add button. So immediately you click on the add button again, we're going to go to image, because it's an image. All right, I'm still going to show you how another way. I'm going to show you another way to get this done, but then we're using image for now. So I'll click on image. Immediately I click on image, I'm going to say lower third, or you can say pastor's name. I think this will be easier for some people. You say pastor's name and then you click on OK. All right, and then I'm going to click on browse. Remember, I told you all the things that you need to use for your stream, is better you have them in one folder. That makes it easier for you. You don't need to start searching your computer every now and then. You can just get it done easily. All right, so this is it, the lower third. Okay, so I'm going to click on open, and as you can see it right here, you can see the lower third here. Then I'm going to click on OK. Now you notice that immediately the lower third comes up. Immediately appears on the screen. You can see that it's actually appearing here. Okay, it's actually appearing here, and you will notice something. You notice that we actually did the lower third was actually imputed in the wrong place, because the lower third is not supposed to be in the intro banner. It's not supposed to be on the intro banner. It was supposed to be on the camera, this camera. All right, not on the intro banner. So what am I going to do, just in case if you make a mistake like this? All right, it's very simple. What you need to do is to delete this. I know some of you must have been wondering, how do you delete it? Very simple. You just select the pastor's name and then you click the minus button. It's going to ask you, do you want to delete it? Do you want to remove it? I said yes, I want to remove it. So I'm going to go to the camera, and then I'll click on the plus icon again. Then I'll click on image, and then I'll type pastor's name. Okay, now it's good that error comes up, because if it doesn't come up, you won't be able to learn how to remove a source that you have actually created. So I'll click on OK. All right, so once I click on OK, I'll just go back to that page again, and then I'll select it, the lower third. I'll click on OK. I'll click on OK again, and boom, there you go. So immediately we have it on the screen. You can see that it has gone on above my head. So what I can do is to drag it down. So I'm going to drag it down right here. Okay, I'm going to drag it down. I want everything to show. There you go. So that is the perfect way to put it. There you go. All right, so as you can see now, as I'm talking, you can see my logo, and then you can also see my name on the screen. By the way, I'm not a deacon. I only put that there for an example. I'm not a deacon. I'm not a pastor. I'm just a brother. All right, so I only put that there for for an example, so you get the idea of what is actually happening. Okay, so you can see now, this is Deacon Korede Lawoyin, and then you can see ministering. So that means the person ministering, this is the name of the person ministering, and this is the name of the ministry, Citizen Apologist Conference 2020. All right, so that is how to get that done. If you want to preview it on the live on the live view, this is actually what is going to be going to people online. You click on transition again. So once you click on transition, you discover that it shows right here. That is simple. That's exactly what you are going to be seeing. Can you see that this is making more sense? And this is, you know, this is actually more professional than when you're using your phone. All right, it's more professional. Now you have, number one, you have your logo, and then number two, you have the Lowerthrid. I mean, this is just awesome. This is awesome. And there are different kind of Lowerthrid. There are some that you could do where the text will be scrolling on the screen here. I mean, we'll be scrolling from the left to the right. I'm going to be showing you how to do that as well, but I want to show you how to get this done first. All right, okay, so now that we are done with this, in the next video I'm going to be showing you how you can create these graphics yourself, especially if you don't, you are not a graphic artist, you don't know how to undo graphic softwares. I'm going to show you how you can create these graphics yourself, because it's really very important. It's very important that this graphics is created, because if this graphics is not created, there's no way you will be able to bring in all of these things. Even though I'm going to be giving out some of these free material, some of these free items, you know, for you to use on your stream, but it is also important that you should be able to create some of these things yourself, so that you can bring it into OBS and use it for your program. So see you in the next class.